All right, hey my ninja warriors, welcome to yet another power packed session, and today's session is dedicated to VITEE examination, and we are going to start with mathematics. Like in the morning, Shreya sir took a session on physics along with English and aptitude. So that part is done, and now I'll be focusing only upon mathematics because you know in VITEE there is a slightly higher weightage of mathematics, right? Yes, number of questions of mathematics will be slightly higher than rest of the two subjects, that is physics and chemistry. So we are going to go right away. Before I start any further, please let me know whether I'm perfectly audible and visible. That is one thing. And the second most important thing, right away like the session because we are going to kill it, we are going to nail it, okay? And share the session with everyone who is potential candidate for VITEE so that we can ensure that we have healthy competition, maximum interaction and maximum doubt solving throughout the session. All right, yes. Okay, but before I start with the very first question, let me just share a special news, a good news for you. So VITEE test series we are having on Vedantu, and clearly you can see it is on discounted price at the very right time because that's what you need. You all need a VITEE specialized mock test. So 499 you can clearly see over here. This is the discounted price. What are the features you are going to get in this test series? So 6 full-length tests will be there in 500 rupees, 499, right? And a 24-hour window is provided for test attempts, right? So basically you don't have to just start at the specific time, although I recommend, teachers always recommend, always attempt the mock test in the time you are having your main examination, right? Okay, so you can clearly see that your VITEE examination is starting from April 19th to April 30th. These are the exam dates, right? And in this test series, you're going to get 6 full-length test series. Clearly, these are the test timings of full-length test series. Link is given in the description box. And yes, can you clearly see? Now let's talk about VITEE examination pattern. So the time given to this exam is 2 hours 30 minutes. Yes, and the questions you can clearly see from mathematics, the highest weightage is given to the mathematics, that is 40 questions will be there from mathematics, right? So VITEE exam is all about speed and accuracy. It is very clear, very obvious from the exam duration and the number of questions they are asking, right? It all depends upon the speed. The question level will be relatively easier. So the question pattern is similar somewhat to your BITSAT examination, right? Okay. And 125 questions you have to attempt in 2 hours 30 minutes, right? So number of questions becomes huge, and the duration of examination they have reduced. 2 hours 30 minutes is not a very huge time, not a very great time. Now 1 mark will be allotted if you are attempting it correct, but the good news is no negative marking will be here, okay? No negative marking will be. Now we are going to start with the PYQs. In the beginning we are going to start with PYQ. So we are going to solve 2023 PYQs, and then after that we are going to solve some most expected questions right from the sample papers and previous year questions. Shall we start? Are we ready? Ready in the chat box? Yes, I can see EAP CET classes. So for EAP CET, right after this session, 7:30, I'm gonna have a session for EAP CET. Don't worry, okay? All right, so very first question, a very easy question. You will understand that VITEE examination is the question level is very easy. All you have to do is you have to maintain speed and accuracy. So solving maximum number of questions accurately in the least time is your agenda for VITEE examination. Keep that in mind. Okay. All right. Now can you see that cardinality of A is given as 4, cardinality of B is given as 7, and we are looking for difference between maximum and minimum value of NA union B. So maximum value of NA union B we all will get when you have A set is having 4 elements and B set is having how many? So A is having 4, B is having 7, right? So if A is having A1 and to A4, suppose, and B is having B1 to B7, right? And all the elements of A are different, A1, A2, A3, A4. All the elements of B are different from A, B1, B2, B3, B up to B7. If I take union, what will I get? I will get A1 to A4 and B1 to B7. That means maximum value will be 11, right? And similarly, for minimum value, what you have to do is, you have to make the 4 elements common. So for minimum, if A is A1 to A4, right, B should also have A1 to A4, and along with that, the other 3 random elements, right? So clearly, if you take union, 4 plus 3, A union B will be B only. So 7 elements will be there in minimum value of A union B. Clearly now, difference of 11 minus 7, you can clearly, okay, we can clearly say that 11 minus 7, 4, option D is absolutely right in the chat box. All right, yes. Okay, so today only we are going to start EAP CET classes, right? We have launched, we have done a launch session. Go and watch Shreyas sir launch session. So 7:30 I am taking the very first class of EAP CET session. I hope that this is clear. Okay, so maximum value of A union B is 11. Minimum value of A union B is 7. Maximum I am gonna get when the elements of A are completely different from elements of B. So here if I take union, 4 plus 7 will be 11, okay? And for minimum, what I need to do is 4 elements which are there present in set A should be there in set B. So common number of common elements of A and B are 4. Along with that, we have to write 3 more elements in B because cardinality of B is clearly 7. So 7 elements in B, 4 in A. Right? So over here, if you take union, you are going to get 4 plus 3, 7 elements only, right? So 7, 11 minus 7, 4. I guess this question is absolutely clear. Now let us move on to the next problem. Okay, this is from trigonometry again from 2023, very basic question. So sin x plus cos x is given as 1 by 5. So what will happen if I square both the sides? Let's square it out. Okay, if I square sin square x plus cos square x plus 2 sin x cos x is equals to 1 upon 25. Clearly sin square plus cos square x 1 and 2 sin x cos x is nothing but sin 2x. So sin 2x is 1 by 25 minus 1. So clearly this is minus 24 by 25. This is sin 2x. Right? What about cos 2x? So cos 2x will be 1 minus sin square 2x. Just put the value 1 minus 24 by 25 whole square. This is your cos square 2x. So this is going to be 25 square minus 24 square. So that is going to be 49 upon 25 square. Cos square 2x is 49 upon 25 square. So cos 2x value finally would be what? Plus minus 7 upon 25. This is your cos 2x. This is your sin 2x. Now clearly all 4 options says that here tan 2x is what? Positive. That means if sin is negative, cos 2x should also be negative. So sin 2x is minus 24 by 25. Cos 2x will be what? Tell me. Minus 7 upon 25. Clearly 25 gone, 24 by 7. Option D is absolutely right. Yes. Okay. All right. Clear? All right, let us move on to the next problem from 2023 itself. Again, very easy question. Cos inverse 1 by 2 is what? Cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. 60 degree is nothing but pi by 3. Sin inverse 1, we know that sin 90 degree is 1, so that is your pi by 2. And tan inverse 1 by root 3, that means again 30 degree this time, 30 degrees, pi by 6. So this is 60 degree, this is 30 degree. 60 plus 30 is what? 90. So pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is going to give you pi as the right answer. And option A, clearly answer A. Yes, answer is A already. It has written by mistake. It is written over here. Okay. All right. Clear? Yes. Let us move on to the next problem. Let us move on to the next problem. Okay. All right. So now we are having a question from 2023 again from matrices, which says this and a plus b whole square is a square plus b square. Then we are looking for x plus y. So we need to understand this very nicely, that what is this equation trying to say. So you know a plus b whole square is what? Who is going to tell me? A plus b whole square in matrices, what is that? It is nothing but a square plus b square plus, no, to AB, it's AB plus A, right? This is your LHS. What about RHS? And this is given as, this is equal to A square plus B square given. That means this quantity is coming out as 0. AB plus BA is coming out as 0. So let us calculate AB. So for AB, we have to write 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1. This is your A, x, 1, y minus 1. Let us figure out AB. So this row 1 and column 1, so x minus y. This and this, 1 plus 1, 2. This and this, 2x minus y. And this, 2 plus 1, 3. Right, this is your AB. What about BA? Let us calculate BA over here, right? Yes, so BA. BA will be, so B will be first x, 1, y minus 1. And you have 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1. Okay, row 1, column 1. So x plus 2. So x plus 2. Row 1, column 2. So minus x minus 1. And you are going to have 1 y minus 2. And last but not the least, minus y plus 1. Right? So this is BA. Now AB plus BA should be equal to 0. So let us calculate AB plus BA right away. Let us add these two. You know how to add to x minus y and x plus 2. So clearly first element will be 2x minus y plus 2. So 2x minus y plus 2. All right. Yes. And then what about this? So this is 2. This is x minus 1, minus x minus 1. So minus x plus 1. Minus x plus 1. Okay. What about this? 2x minus y and y minus 2. So 2x minus 2 clearly. And last 3, or so this is minus y plus 4, and AB plus BA is a big fat 0. Clearly it is 0. Now can you see this minus x plus 1? If it is 0, that means x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 4. Yes, x is equals to 1, y is equals to 4. You can plug in the value over here to cross check, just to be sure. X equals to 1 and y is equals to 4 will give this as 0 as well. And x equals to 1 will give this as 0. That means 0. Everything is 0 when we put x equals to 1 and y is equals to 4. So they are asking x plus y, 1 plus 4. Option D is absolutely right. Yes, you all are right, my dear students. And I can see that you guys have not liked my session. Why? Why it is happening? Okay, any problem? All right, let us move on to the next problem now. Okay. So next problem is, guess from which topic we are having our next problem? Determinant. So matrices is done and determinant. Okay. All right. Question isn't visible properly. Is it the case? Okay. So the value of this is what we need to figure out of all the options A, B, C, D. Okay. Please move camera. I guess it is visible, no? Okay. Let me just try. Is it better? Yes. Okay. I guess yes, it's better. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Now, the value of this determinant is what we are looking for. So, quickly let's start and open this determinant. So, minus a square will be outside without any applying the property. We don't have time to apply the property. B square C square minus B square C square. So, this is 0. Minus AB, and now AB C square with a negative sign. So, minus AB C square minus AB square C. ABC square. Yes, ABC square. Correct. This is your second. Now AC. AC will be there. So plus AC, and you're going to get AB So AB square C plus AB square C. So this is what it is. So can you clearly see this is plus 4A square B square C square. So basically 2 plus 2A square B square C square. So that is going to be 4A square B square C square. 4A square B square C square. So clearly option C is absolutely right. Okay. All right. Yes, clear. I hope that this is clear. Now let me move on to the next problem, which is from complex number. Very easy problem again from 2023. You can clearly see argument of the complex number. Right, so we are looking for argument of this complex number, right? So first of all, let us just arrange this complex number in a standard form by rationalizing it. So this is going to be, if I take LCM, 2 iota square minus 4. So iota square is what? Minus 1. So minus 5 upon 2 iota. And if I rationalize 2 iota, what do I get? No, 2, I don't need 2. Only iota by iota, right? Only iota by iota. So iota by iota, if I multiply, what do I get? So I'm going to get 2 iota square minus 5 iota. Now iota square is minus 1, which will get cancelled out with this. 5 iota by 2 is the correct answer. 5 iota by 2. Now can you see this is a purely imaginary positive number. Purely imaginary positive number always has argument pi by 2. So clearly option D, pi by 2 is absolutely right. Okay, option D is absolutely correct. All right. Let us move on to the next problem, right, which is asking us about adjoint of A. Okay, and if I talk about the options, can you see delta is given in the options? Okay, so that means question has a printing mistake, I guess. So this is alpha and this is delta. Yes, this is your delta. Yes, question has printing mistake 2023. So A determinant is, A matrix is given as this and adjoint of A is what we are looking for. So we do have a shortcut to find adjoint of A, right? For 2 cross 2 matrix. Okay. For 2 cross 2 matrix, we have adjoint of A. So alpha and delta. So diagonal, the principal diagonal you are seeing, just interchange those elements which are available in principal diagonal. So alpha and delta are just delta and alpha will be there. Interchanging has already done. Now the left out elements. What are the left out elements? Beta and alpha. You just have to change the sign. That's it. So this is going to be minus gamma and minus beta. This is your adjoint of A. Right? Now we just have to match. Okay. So this is incorrect because minus, they have interchanged this as well. No. I guess option B is clearly correct. Yes, only option B is matching and everything else is incorrect. Okay, so this is your adjoint of A. How to calculate adjoint of A of a 2 cross 2 matrix? This is actually important for your VIEEE examination. Right? Gamma, no, gamma is not there. Sorry, gamma is there, na? Ha. So alpha, beta, gamma and delta. This is your matrix A. So what is the shortcut? Just interchange the principal diagonal. So alpha delta will be delta alpha and you just have to reverse the sign of rest of the elements. I hope that this is clear. Okay, all right. Now we are having this question from method of differentiation, wherein you can clearly see that we need to differentiate this. Okay. Now one method is right away. Here only you differentiate, but you also know sec something derivative will actually waste your time, right? So what we need to do is, before differentiating, we have to simplify it so that my differentiation become much easier and it will not take my much of time, right? So this is going to be x minus y and this is going to be upon x plus y and sec inverse A. And remember, sec inverse A is a constant value. Now I think that, okay, my differentiation will be easier. And what about this? If I keep x minus y over here, so this is x plus y and this is sec inverse A. Can I write it like this? X minus y upon x plus y, right? And right away over here, we can start differentiating. Let's do that. So 1 x ka derivative is 1 minus dy by dx is equals to 1 plus dy by dx. And this is going to be sec inverse A. Now let's collect the values. Okay, let's collect. and this is going to be 1 minus sec inverse A, right? This 1 and sec inverse A will be on the left hand side, and on the right hand side, if I take dy by dx common, what do I get? Sec inverse A plus 1. So your dy by dx is coming out as 1 minus sec inverse A whole upon 1 plus sec inverse A, and that is your dy by dx. And the option is not saying any thing related to sec inverse A, but we do have sec inverse A. So why don't we substitute the value of sec inverse A in this equation? So 1 minus sec inverse A, 1 minus x minus y upon x plus y, and then 1 plus x minus y upon x plus y. And this is going to be x plus y, x cancel, and okay. So x plus y minus, so this is going to be 2y, and this is going to be x plus y, so 2x. So dy by dx is coming out as y by x. Clearly option D is absolutely right. Yes, D before me. All right, fourth step. So what did we do? So first of all, sec inverse x, this is your first step. Now x plus y I have multiplied over here, so this is your second step. Right now, third, we just differentiate it right away. Okay, and from here, we can clearly see what are the like terms. These two are the like terms, dy by dx and sec inverse dy by dx. So let us keep it on the right hand side. And rest term 1 and sec inverse A kept on the left hand side. So this is fourth step, right? So dy by dx is this, okay, and dy by dx is coming out as this. Now we just have to plug in the value of sec inverse A from the original equation, and that's it. We are done and dusted. Okay, all right, clear. Now we have a question from binomial theorem. Yes, a question from binomial theorem says that how many terms will be there in this expansion, the whole expansion. Okay, so clearly this is a plus b raised to power n plus a minus b raised to power n kind of a question. So over here there will be 10 terms, right? So n is what? 9. So 9. So over here there will be 10 terms, right? So 10 terms will be, all 10 will be positive. All 10 will be positive. But over here there will be 10 terms, out of which 5 will be positive and 5 will be negative, right? And there will be similar terms, alternate plus minus terms. So clearly this negative and positive will get cancelled out. So only 5 like terms in both will be existing, and 5, if I add this 5 with this 5, total 5 terms will be there. So option D will be absolutely right. So clearly a plus b, you can just remember this as well, a plus b plus a minus b raised to power n. If your n is odd, then how many terms will be left out? N plus 1 by 2 terms will be overall number of terms. Okay, all right, yes. Okay, repeated you are saying. So basically they will be having a huge question pool in BITSAT and in VITEEE as well, and I believe in SRM, JEE as well. So they will be having what? A huge number of question bank. Okay, so basically from huge number, because they are having a lot of slots in the examination. So that's why you have to just practice, focus on speed, accuracy and formula based questions, right? ANCET class will be held today itself 7:30. Now we are having this question again from 2023, right? They are saying that this quantity which is written over here is arithmetic mean between A and B. So that means A plus B by 2 is the arithmetic mean, which is this A raised to power n plus B raised to power n whole upon A upon n minus 1 B n minus 1, right? Now you just need to cross multiply, that's it. Do it right away. So if I cross multiply, this together multiplication will give you A raised to power n, B and this multiplication will be B raised to power n plus A times this will be A B raised to power n minus 1, and B times this will be B A raised to power n minus 1. This is going to be 2A raised to power n plus 2B raised to power n, right? Okay, and now clearly that 2A raised to power n, 2B raised to power n. So this is going to be AB raised to power n minus 1 plus BA raised to power n minus 1 equals to A raised to power n plus B raised to power n, right? Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to take common. What do we, okay, no, right now no common, we just need to club these two terms together and rest two terms together. So a raised to power n minus b a raised to power n minus 1, which will be equals to now this, ab raised to power n minus 1 minus b raised to power n. Now, can I take a raised to power n minus 1 common from here? If I do that, what do I get? A minus b. If I take b raised to power n minus 1 common, if I do that, this is going to be a minus b. A minus b cancel out because these two can't be equal. These are the two distinct numbers. What does that mean? That means a upon b raised to power n minus 1 is nothing but 1. When can this happen? When 1 can be represented by a by b raised to power 0. So n minus 1 is coming out as 0. That simply means that n is coming out as 1. Typical question, right? Typical question. All right. Yes. Clear? Shall I move on to my next question? Are we ready? Okay. Okay. So we are having a very good question. Can't we simply relate? Can you explain the third step? So the very first step is this, which is already given in the question. Okay. The second step, we are just cross multiplying. In third step, what we are doing is 2a raised to power n and a raised to power n. So why don't I just shift towards here so that 2 minus 1 will become 1. Similar case with these two. So this is your third step. Clear? Now for fourth step, what we are doing is we are taking these two together. So ba raised to power n minus 1. So this will go on the right hand side, which is written over here. And can you see this if I shift it towards this? This will here. So this is fourth step. Now you take common. From here a raised to power n minus 1 and from here b raised to power n minus 1. Once you have taken common, these two terms a minus b will get cancelled out. And a by b raised to power n minus 1 will become 1. That means a by b raised to, you just can compare the powers, n will be equals to 1. Okay. Now this question, sum of the series. Okay, up to 15 terms. Alright, so this is purely based on the rationalization. So what I'm going to do is 1 upon root 2 plus 1, can I write the reverse version? Then we are having 1 upon root 3 plus root 2. I am just writing commutative thing. Root 2 plus root 3 can be written down as root 3 plus root 2. Can we do that? Yes. And then we are going to have 1 upon root 4 plus root 3 because I want to rationalize. And the last term would be what? Tell me. So last term would be 15th term, no? So first term is having 1 plus root 2 and 15th term will be having root 15 plus root 16. So I'm going to reverse it right away, which is root 16 plus root 15. Now rationalize right away. Rationalize the terms clearly. So this is going to be root 2 minus 1, root 2 minus 1. This is going to be root 3 minus root 2, root 3 minus root 2. This is going to be root 4 minus root 3, root 4 minus root 3. And so on, the last term would be root 16 minus root 15 upon the same thing. Okay. Now, root 2 minus root a plus b. Oops, kya kar diya ye? A plus b, a minus b. So this is going to be 1 root 2 minus 1 plus. Can you see again 1 root 3 minus root 2? And can you see root 4 minus root 3? And last you are going to get root 16 minus root 15. Can you see this is getting cancelled, root 3 is getting cancelled, this is also getting cancelled, minus 1 will be left out, root 15 will get cancelled. So what will be left out is root 16 minus root 1. So that is 4 minus 1. So 3 is clearly the correct answer, option C. Okay, all right, yes. Yes, Uchuk Puchuk. Yes, that is something which you can do. Right. So 3 is the correct answer. Okay. All right. Next question. Very easy question. Direct question. So the equation of circle with center 0, 2 and radius 2 is given. We are here to look for the value of m. Very easy question. X minus 0 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square is equals to 2 square. Just expand. X square plus y square minus 4y plus 4 is equals to 4. 4 cancel. X square plus y square minus 4y is equals to 0 and m is going to become 4. Clearly, Option C, absolutely right. Okay. All right. And if you have not liked the session, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for wow moment? Yes? Okay. Now this question absolutely easy. I can see the question and right away mark. Okay. And I know that few of you who have done enough practice of integration, but the moment we look at, we know this function is not new. Okay, so we can right away mark, but I will solve it for you right away. X raised to power x, 1 plus log x dx, integration is what we are looking for. X raised to power x, if I put as t, so differentiation, for logarithmic differentiation, so if I take log both the sides, x log x is equals to log of t. Now differentiate x, log x derivative is 1 by x plus log x constant, x derivative is 1. Product rule I have applied over here, okay? And this is going to be 1 by t dt. What is t now? T, if I cancel from here, so t will come here. So dt will be what? T. X raised to power x, 1 plus log x. So the whole thing, can you see the whole thing, including dx, is becoming dt. So integration of dt is t plus c. What is t? X raised to power x plus c. So clearly option A is the right answer, right? Okay. All right. I hope that this is clear. Shall I move on to the next problem? Are we ready for the next problem? Okay. All right. So here we are having a question which is slightly that type of question which might take a few more than 1 minute. So this is the question you should skip and you should be doing in the second pass, okay, if you get time, because this question paper is all depends upon the speed, right? So this is a time taking question. How to solve this question? So first of all, this is 0 to pi by 2 root tan plus root cot, or we can write it as 1 upon root 10 dx. Clearly, right? Now if I put tan x is equals to t square, what will happen? So sec square x dx is equals to 2t dt, right? And this sec square x will be what? Tell me. So this is 2t dt. This sec square x will be 1 plus tan square x. So this is 1 plus tan square x. Right? Now dx will become what? 2t dt upon 1 plus t raised to power 4. Okay, so dx now we can replace it. So limits I'm not gonna apply. I will be doing limits thing in the end. So I'm not gonna convert it because conversion will take me some time. I want to save my time. Okay, so just remove the limit because this is not a subjective paper. So this is going to be dx. So dx is 2t dt upon 1 plus t raised to power 4. Now tan x will be, so root tan x will be, so this is t plus 1 by t, right? So this is going to be t square plus 1 and 2t 1 plus t raised to power 4, okay? And this is your dt, okay? T cancel out, so you are going to have 2 and yes, t square plus 1 upon t raised to power 4 plus 1. That's it, and integration with respect to dt. Correct? Yes, this is what you're going to get. Now, just take out t square common from numerator and denominator. What do you get? You get twice of t plus 1 by t square. Sorry, 1 plus 1 by t square. Whole upon, this is going to be t raised to power 2 plus 1 plus t square. Right? And so this is dt. If I write, so in the numerator we are having plus, right? Plus, that means I have to create minus ka square of the minus. So can you see this is going to be this 1 plus 1 by t square dt. Now if I mark this as, let's say, a, so this is going to be dA. So, and let's not forget 2. So this is going to be 2 dA upon a square plus 2. Correct? Yes, integral. So this is going to be 2 by root 2 tan inverse a by root 2. Okay, this is it. Okay, all right. Now what we can do is we can just change the limits right away. So when you put t is equals x equals to 0, you get t is equals to 0. So t is equals to 0 means t minus 1 by t is equals to a. So t is equals to 0 means what? Minus infinity. And what about t is equals to pi by 2? So the moment you put x is equals to pi by 2, t will become infinity. T infinity means a infinity. So over here, this is going to be root 2 tan inverse. Can you see? Tan inverse infinity minus tan inverse minus infinity. So this is going to be root 2 pi by 2 plus pi by 2. So this is going to be root 2 into pi. So option B is absolutely right. Okay. So now you know that this type of question is something, if you remember the answer, if you remember the last step, if you remember that what is gonna happen, if you have done this question umpteen number of times, then go ahead, because you can just skip the steps. But if you know that, okay, I know the solution, but I have not practiced enough so that I can skip the steps, do not attempt it. Okay, just leave this question, skip this question. This was designed to skip. Okay, all right. Now very easy question. Now can you see? Yes, they will definitely give you time consuming question, and you will be frustrated by thinking that, okay, this is coming in VITEE. That is first thing. And second thing, they are giving very less time, but they have kept 2-3 questions at least in such a manner that it is going to consume a lot of your time, right? So that is actually for the very end, or you can just do the guesswork. Okay, all right. Yes, no negative marking, right? Now can you see this question? Can you see this question? Very easy question. And can you see this question? Very lengthy question. So directly you can say the area of ellipse. We have direct formula. So this is your A and this is your B. So area of ellipse is pi AB, right? So pi is there, A. What is A? So 4 ka square. So 4. And what is B? 3 ka square, 3. So clearly 12 pi. Directly you can see it and mark it, right? Very easy question. All right. Now next question. Next question is from parabola, which is neither very easy, neither very difficult. So the question says that vertex of parabola is this, 2, minus 1. This is your vertex, right? And the equation of its directrix is also given to us, 4x minus 3y is equals to 21. So this is vertex, this is directrix, right? First is 0, 0. Directrix is what? X plus a is equals to 0. So distance between vertex and directrix is nothing but a, right? What they are talking about is latus rectum length. Length of latus rectum is 4a, that is 4 times what? Distance between vertex and directrix. 4 times distance between vertex and directrix. So 4 times vertex and directrix. So 2, minus 1 and distance between this line. So you just need to plug in first. So 2, 4 2s are 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 minus 21. So this is mod of 10 whole upon square root 4 square plus 3 square. So this is going to be 5. All right, so clearly 4 2s are 8 is the length of latus rectum. Very easy, I guess, right? This can be done in a jiffy. Okay, all right, clear? So this question, I would rate this question as a good question. It will not consume a lot of your time if you know the concept. Okay, all right. Yes, I got stuck in the wire of the mic. Yeah, now it's fine. And now, yes, we have this question. Now I'm not gonna do this question. Let us test you guys. Let's see what does you have to offer. Let's see whether you are able to do it correctly or not. Answer in the chat box. So we need to figure out limit of x tend to 0 of this function, which is x plus mod x whole upon x. Okay, so we will calculate 2 limits. First is RHL, wherein x tend to 0 plus. For 0 plus, this x will be x, this will be x, this will be x. So this is going to be 2x upon x. So this is going to be 2 for 0 plus. What about for 0 minus? For 0 minus, this x is going to be still x. Mod x will get open with a negative sign upon x. So this is going to be 0 upon x. Clearly, is coming as a big fat 0. LHL and RHL both are not equal. That's why option C is absolutely right. Does not exist. Yes, does not exist is the right answer. I hope that this is clear. Yes. EAP CET classes right after the session at 7:30. So 6:30 will be finishing off this session. 7:30 will be starting off that session. Okay. All right. Yes. Now we have a question from 2018 wherein we need to figure out the amplitude. Amplitude means what? Argument only. Okay, the similar question, that's me. That means they ask argument. Okay, so let us just convert this. 1 plus 1 plus root 3 plus iota root 3 upon 1 plus root 3. This is your complex number, right? So this is your x, this is your y. Okay, x plus iota y. Can you clearly see both x and y are positive? So amplitude will be tan inverse y by x because both are positive. So root 3 upon 1. So tan inverse root 3 is what? 60 degree. 60 degree means what? Pi by 3. Option C is absolutely right. Okay, all right. Yes, clear. So there are such questions wherein you have to figure out either modulus or amplitude from complex number. Okay. Now we have another question from definite integration wherein you can use a shortcut. Right? Shortcut. How to use the shortcut? So clearly this type of question is related to King's property, wherein if you apply King's property and add, your integration vanishes, the expression becomes 1, and I have made a shorts out of it as well. So this was popular in JEE Main as well. Okay, so the answer of this integral will be upper limit minus lower limit by 2. So clearly pi by 4 is the answer, directly shortcut, right? So how to apply the shortcut? Upper limit minus lower limit by 2 is the value of integration. Okay, all right. Yes, clear, done, dusted. All right. Now we are having another question which was important for your JEE Main examination as well, and this type of question I have seen 2 questions, similar type of question in JEE Main, previous JEE Main, April attempt I am talking about. So let us understand G and F are inverse of each other, or what they can say is G is inverse of F. What does that mean? That simply means that G is equals to F inverse, or you can just simply write F is equals to G inverse. That means F of G of X is equals to x, right? Or G of F of x is equals to x. That's how you need to start in such question. They are talking about G dash x. To calculate G dash x, you have to differentiate this using chain rule. F dash G of x and G dash x is equals to 1. Okay, right? Now G dash x. What is G dash x? So this is going to be 1 upon F dash G of x. F dash G of x is what? So can I write F dash G of x? Just replace x by G dash, Gx. So 1 upon 1 plus G raised to power 5x, right? So this is going to be 1 upon 1 plus G raised to power 5x. So this is going to be 1 plus G raised to power 5x. So clearly option B is absolutely right. Here the confusion could be like this. Some students mark this as the right answer. Let me just see. Yes, some student mark C option as the right answer, which is incorrect. Okay, B is absolutely correct. You can clearly see. 1 plus the power is raised on the G. Okay, all right. Now we are having next question, okay? Wherein the number of points of discontinuity of, what is this? Fractional part of x. X minus GIF of x is what? Fractional part of x, right? So fractional part of x. So we are looking for number of points of discontinuity of fractional part of x. So clearly fractional part of x is discontinuous. You know the graph, okay? So this graph is discontinuous at all the integers, okay? So at 1 it is discontinuous, at 2, at 3 and so on, at all the integers. But they are talking about in this interval in 0 to 7. how many integers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have to leave 0, we have to leave 7. So only 6 integers are there. So clearly option C, direct answer. Direct answer. Okay. So you have to look for such questions wherein you can give direct answer, because nobody is giving you award that oh ho you have done. Nobody is like worshipping you. You have selected the most difficult question of VITEE examination and presenting this the topper. No. Face value is exactly same. Please understand this. You have to understand in this question which question to skip, which question to attempt. Okay. All right. So that integration question was designed to skip, and this question was designed to attempt. Okay, that question will give you the similar marks, and this question will also give you similar marks. Only difference is that question will waste a lot of your time, frustrate you, even if you get the answer, and sometimes you don't even get the correct answer, right? Okay, all right. So 6th point of discontinuity for this question. Now we are having this question. Okay, so the area bounded by this curve. So this question can be done by graph. Yes. So y minus 1 is equals to mod x, or what you can do is mod x plus 1. So mod x graph, if I try to figure out mod x graph, so this is this. Mod x plus 1 will start with 1. So this is mod x plus 1. Okay. And mod x equals to half. So this is your half. So this is what your graph will look like. X equals to minus half and x equals to plus half. What if I know this value? So this is x plus 1, right? Y is equals to x plus 1. The moment I put half over here, I'm gonna get 3 by 2. So this is 3 by 2. Okay. So x equals to half, y is 3 by 2. So this length is 3 by 2. Okay. So we are looking for this area. So why not we calculate this area and multiply 2? So this is a trapezium. Trapezium area is 1 by 2 sum of parallel side into distance between them. This is area of trapezium. So 2 multiply 1 by 2. Sum of parallel sides. Can you see these two are the parallel side? So this is your 1. This is the length 1. And this is clearly 3 by 2. Sum of parallel sides will be 1 plus 3 by 2. And distance between them clearly is half. Okay. So now this is your final answer. So this is going to be 5 by 2 into 1 by 2. 5 by 4. Where is 5 by 4? Option C. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right. Yes. So one student is saying that I'm completely focusing on mathematics. I won't say that, okay, you completely focus on mathematics, but yes, even for your VITEE examination or your SRM JEE examination, or you can say that for EAP-CET examination, if you're targeting these 3 examination, one of these examination, clearly you have to focus more on mathematics, because the number of questions they are asking from mathematics is more as compared to physics and chemistry, right? So you have to pay extra attention to this subject. Okay. All right. Yes. Now, yes, 4, 5 by 4, done. Now this question, this is from LDE, linear differential equation. So can you see some questions are clashing with your JEE main important most expected questions from JEE main. This is the most expected question from JEE main as well, right? What is so special about this is from linear differential equation. Right? So what we need to do is, this is your log x. I don't want log x over here. Why? Because my LDE, linear differential equation, looks like this, where P and Q both are function of x. Right? So now if I try to compare or create the LDE in standard form, I'm gonna get 1 upon x log x, y is equals to sine 2x upon log x. This is your LDE, right? Shall I calculate integrating factor? So the integrating factor is e raised to power integral of 1 upon x ln x dx. If I put ln x is equals to t, so I get 1 by x dx is equals to dt. So integrating factor clearly is e raised to power. So this is going to be t dt. Sorry, dt by t integral. dt by t, integration of 1 by t is log t. So e raised to power log t. This is going to be t, and t is nothing but log of x. T is nothing but log of x. All right, yes. Now let us try writing the final solution. So y multiplying your integrating factor is equals to integration of sine 2x upon log of x into integrating factor dx plus c. Log x gone. Integration of sine x is what? Minus cos 2x upon 2, let's not forget, plus constant, yes. And now y log x, okay. Then we have, okay, option C is absolutely right. Now, can you see all the options look quite similar? All the options were looking quite similar. And when we are in hurry now, what we do is, okay, this is matching. We just don't see this x, right? These are the small mistakes we do, not when we are like normal, but when we are in examination. We all do. So please keep that in mind, okay? Yes, option C. All right, yes. And now we are having another question, which is from again definite integration. Again, can you clearly see this is your fractional part of x? So we need to integrate -1 to 1 fractional part of x. So I'm not gonna integrate it. I will do it with the help of the graph. So can you see this is your graph, periodic function. So we are just looking for -1 to 1. Can you see this is the area I am looking for, -1 to 1. So this is your 1 and this is also your 1, right? This is your 1. Both the areas are equal. Twice of area into triangle. So 2 multiply 1 by 2 into base. Base is 1, height is 1. So 1 into 1. Right? 2 multiply. So this is 1 is the correct answer. And option B is absolutely right. Okay, speed, but accuracy. Right? Speed, but with accuracy. Right? If you decode these two things in upcoming few days now, then you are going to nail your VITEE EEE examination or your SRM JEE as well, and your EM-set examination as well, right? So 1 is the right answer, and this was the last question of the day. Yes, last question of the day. So we are done for today, and I'm gonna meet you in the next session, which is an upcoming session, and that session is what? So that session will be EAAPCET examination, which is going to be at what time? 7:30. So I'm going to begin another session at what time? 7:30. So stay tuned for that. And also for the students who were not present in the beginning of the session, I would like to tell you about this, which is this. Okay, so VITEE EEE test series, we are giving discount on the VITEE EEE test series now. Previously it was 999, but now we have reduced our price, 499. In this price you are going to get 6 full length tests, and those 6 full length tests you can attempt in a 24-hour window. So suppose the test is scheduled, let's say on April 15, right, for example. So what you can do is in 24-hour window you are supposed to give the test anytime, right? And yes, student support is also available. Can you see the time as well? Link is given in the description box. One more thing which I forgot to tell you in the beginning, and that was this: freedom to retake. Yes, can you see freedom to retake each test multiple times? That is something which is absolutely important. So 6 tests are there. So I would highly recommend that all 6 tests at least 2 times you should give. One test you give, you won't be score actually much. Maybe you will be lagging somewhere. Maybe you're not able to cope up with the speed or accuracy. But second time, if you give the same test, then obviously you will get better scores, because now you know. So take each test 2 times. It will boost your confidence, and trust me, VITEE EEE, SRM JEE and EM-set examination are designed to test your knowledge along with confidence. So this will give you confidence booster if you take same test 2 times. Yes, okay. So I hope that this is clear, and yes, take the test, 6 full length tests, just give it a shot, and VITEE EEE, you are going to nail it. We are going to bring more sessions. So next time I'm going to meet today 7:30 p.m. for the same EM-set examination. So we'll be solving more and more questions, PYQs from differential calculus especially. So today's topic is differential calculus. So we are going to focus on functions, limits, continuity, differentiability, application of derivatives. Okay. So this is me, Namrata, signing off. I'll see you all super soon.